Good morning, students. Today your second video is going. Today I talking about where did the earliest people live and what were the techniques used for making stones, tools, what were the use of fire to the earliest people. Okay, let's go. Where did the earliest people live? Traces of the earliest people can be found in several archaeological sites. In India, such sites are found in Bhimbetka, Hanski, and Kurnool caves. In India, such sites are found in Bhimbetka, Hanski, and Kurnool caves. Bhimbetka is known as one of the habitation site, Basti Sthal. Hanski, the Paleolithic site is Karnataka, situated on the land between the river Krishna and Bhima. Most of these sites were found buried under mud, sand, and modern cities. Some Paleolithic sites were also submerged underwater. It is worth noting that most of these sites were located close to rivers. इनमें से अधिकांश स्थल मिट्टी, रेत और आधुनिक शहरों के नीचे दबे पाया गया और पालियोलिथ साइट्स में भी पानी में डूब गई। हम आइस सोचना कि इनमें से अधिकांश स्थल नदियों के करीब स्थित थे। It is worth noting to that most of these sites were located close to rivers. Next हम पढ़ेंगे Initially, the earliest people lived under trees. Initially, they lived under the trees. प्रारंभ में वे पेड़ों के नीचे रहते थे. The people of Initially, the earliest people lived under the trees. However, trees did not offer much protection against rain, wind, sun and wild animals. पेड़ों में बारिश, हवा, सूरज और जंगली जानवरों के खिलाफ ज़्यादा सुरक्षा नहीं दी. Because they lived in a difficult stage. Hence, people started living in caves and rock shelters. इसलिए लोगों ने गुफा और रॉक आश्रयों में रखने शुरू कर दिया. Hence the people started living in caves and rock shelter. The early humans were very particular about choosing a place to live in. प्रारंभ में मनुष्य रहने के लिए जगह चुनने के बारे में बहुत विशेष थे. They stayed at place too close to water sources so that they could get fresh drinking water as well as plenty of plants and animals for their food. वे पानी के स्रोतों के करीब स्थानों पर रखता था ताकि उन्हें पीने का ताज़ा पानी मिल सके. साथ के साथ उनके भोजन के लिए पौधों और जानवरों का भी भरपूर इस्तेमाल हो सके. Animals for their food. Perhaps that is reason they choose Bhimbetka, which is close to the Narmada, and Hanski, which is close to river Krishna, land between the river Krishna and Bhima. They also preferred places where good quality stone was easily available so that they could make stone tools. उन्होंने उन स्थानों को भी प्राथमिक दी जहां अच्छी गुणवत्ता के पत्थर आसानी से उपलब्ध थे ताकि वे पत्थर को उपकरण बना सके. They prepared the places where good quality stone were easily available so that they could make stone tools. Next, archaeological site have observed the criteria which guided the earliest people while selecting the place to live through their studies and observation. ऐसा मानदंडों की जिन्होंने शुरुआती लोगों को अपने अध्ययन और टिप्पणियों के माध्यम से रहने की जगह का चयन करते हुए निर्देशित किया एंड थ्रू द स्टडीज एंड ऑब्जर्वेशन. Archaeological sites are classified into three types. How many types of archaeological sites? There are three types of archaeological sites. Habitations, come factory sites and habitation sites of factory sites. And last is habitation come factory sites are where the earliest people made to or lived over a period of time. And factory sites, people lived near the factories for longer spells of time. These sites are called habitation. The people lived near the factories for longer spells of time. This is known as a habitation sites. Habitation site come factory sites. We find blocks. अपन देख सकता है blocks, tools, discarded tools, chips or waste stones near their sites. This include caves and rock shelter. Bibedka is known as the habitation site. मैंने already कहा है Bibedka is one of the habitation site. Next we are going to study what were the techniques used for making stone tools. Making a tools. See. Stone tools were probably made by using two different techniques. How many different techniques? There are two types of techniques. Stone on stone technique and pressure flaking techniques. हम आज पढ़ेंगे stone on stone technique. पत्थर पर पत्थर. Okay. It is the first techniques is known as stone or stone technique. In this technique, people from which the tool be made was held in one hand, another stone which is used as hammer held in the other hand. This technique required the use of two stones. The stone from which this tool is made is called the core, and the stone is used for mud core into the desired shape. Is called a hammer. The core is held in one hand, and other hand hammer is held in the one other. The hammer is then used to give the desired shape to the core. जिस पत्थर के उपकरण बनाया जाता है उसे हम कहते हैं कोर. जिस पत्थर से उपकरण बनाया जाता है उसे हम कहते हैं कोर. The stone from which is tool is made is called core. Next, and the stone used to mud the core into desired shape is called hammer. और ये कोर को वांछित आकार में डालने के लिए उपयोग किए जाने वाले पत्थर को हम हथौड़ा कहा जाता है. Mold the core into the desired shape is called hammer. And his hand the hammer is held in other hand. एक कोर एक हाथ में और हथौड़ा दूसरा आयोजित किया जाता है. The hammer is then used to give the desired shape to the core. हथौड़ा है फिर कोर को वांछित आकार देने के लिए उपयोग किया जाता है. बिकॉज ऑफ जिन लोहों से उपकरण बनाया जाता है उनके एक हाथ में एक और पत्थर होता था जिसे दूसरे हाथ में रखे हथौड़े के रूप में इस्तेमाल किया जाता था. Okay. The second stone was used to strike off flakes from the first till the required shape was obtained. आवश्यक आकार प्राप्त होने तक दूसरे पत्थर को पहले से गुच्छे से प्रहार करने के लिए इस्तेमाल किया गया था. Next we are going to study pressure flaking technique. They are classified into the two types of techniques. First technique is stone on stone and second technique is pressure flaking techniques. Okay. In this technique, is a stone or bone was placed on a fine surface. In this technique, is stone or bone was placed on a fine surface. ये टेक्निक में एक पत्थर या हड्डी का एक मजबूत सतह पर रखा गया था. A stone or bone to be curved into stool is kept on the top of the core and the hammer is used to remove the flakes from it. एक पत्थर या एक हड्डी को एक उपकरण में तराशने के लिए कोर के शीर्ष पर रखा जाता है और हथौड़ा का उपयोग इसके साथ गुच्छे को हटाने के लिए किया जाता है. The hammer stone was used on the stone or a piece of bone placed on the core to remove flakes that could be shaped into tools.